Welcome back, everyone, to the Light on Fiends podcast. This is episode 37.
Huge 37.
Oh boy, we are back again with to hell with being a hero.
And to be on the timescape for the first 50 chapters.
Yes, honestly.
We gotta introduce ourselves, though.
Biggest gamer.
Adam Moore.
This past week has been a crazy week for
reading
the Light Novel Fiends.
For real, bro.
We were fiending.
We really were. We just gotta start with, we didn't read 50 chapters of To Hell with Being a Hero. We read 75.
Yes.
We couldn't stop in the middle of the war. Mm-hmm. There was no way we could do that. It was like right in the middle of the war too, bro. It was like, no, we had to keep it going. And beyond the timescape, we were writing the 50 chapters that we needed to read. And so we'll start with To Hell with Being a Hero. Right, where did we leave off? The Chiwu was entering the Sernitas castle?
Yep. So they literally were on the land. On the
castle.
Yeah, the sky castle.
Oh, yeah.
They dug into the thing.
And the expedition members were Chiwu, Hawa, Eshina, Ice Witch, Evelyn,
Yunao,
Emmanuel.
Yeah, and then there's like 2 more people.
Steamboat.
And then there's that big guy with a J.
Oh.
I just don't remember his name.
Yeah, the J. Yeah,
he's like a more super side character.
Yeah, super side character. He'll be somewhat important. He won't be a star though.
No, but basically, they were digging, and then
I'm just laughing out. We're just
completely devoid of his existence.
And this is 2 episodes in a row, and he's like a whole hero, bro.
Yeah, that's true. He actually does stuff well.
Maybe we'll figure out his name next time if he does something cool.
Yeah, but basically, we start out stressed because Hawa is trying to lead us to the fire. Obviously, because of the Tahari, they're living flames. So since they're constantly moving, moving, and they have a will of their own, you just kind of find the areas that's hotter. So that's what they were trying to do. And as they were digging, Hawa found out that someone was following them, and they were running. They were coming fast. So they were running fast. They were like, someone's coming from back, someone's coming from front. And so they were just running through that entire tunnel, digging.
No, they were running.
Oh, yeah, because they found a door.
No, they went a dead end. Remember, they hit a dead end.
Yeah, but I'm saying like before they found a door, and then after they found the door, they started running.
Yeah. And then they kept running. They hit a dead end. And mind you, I just want to add in this again. Yuna was being so negative.
Yeah.
Like she always is. She's so like impatient, bro. And it's just like, relax. You're messing everybody up. True. And so they hit a dead end, and then I think Hawa starts digging, or she tells Chiwu starts digging. They dig and they find the Tahari right there. They're
right underneath them because they're like, it's hot.
And how many was it? 5 or 7?
5,
I think, right? So they find them, but they couldn't collect them. They were too hot. They were trying to grab them, and they were like basically mini suns. Mm-hmm. So they were like getting melted. Like they couldn't get close. And then Sernitas show up.
We finally met the Sernitas, and they were so different because Adamar right here, he's been talking about this. He's like, we haven't met the Sernitas at all.
We needed to see who they are, bro.
He's like, I don't know, man. Everyone keeps saying they're the strongest, but we haven't seen them.
Yeah, and we were actually right, guys, because we were saying like, there's no way these guys, how they're getting hyped up, they're not like it didn't sound like they had like foot soldiers that were like whatever. They sounded like they were like a strong like group or force.
Yeah, and they are to a literal sense.
Yeah, exactly.
They are one combined being of like thousands of their kind, just all in one, just talking all the time.
That's so weird.
Like, I know.
It's kind of like they assimilated all of them into one body, and they kind of have like their own council within their head, and then they like do percentages, and they're like, oh, what is the chance of us winning this fight? And then like they have votes or whatever, and everybody counts, and then out of the end they'll throw out a percentage. They'll be like 73% of victory. It's like
the Sernitas are really calculating.
Yeah.
And basically their whole objective is to become a god, an immortal being. They were a perfect society
Utopia.
Who, rather than being divided, they kind of like took all their weaknesses and made up with it for each person's individual strengths. And once they had reached like the peak of their utopia, they decided, well, let's go further.
Yeah.
And so they became united on their quest for godhood.
Which is insane.
That's like a whole insane backstory.
Yeah.
They were just like, we were perfect and we're looking to be even more perfect. I was like, just what? What does that mean?
I was never expecting that. And also the description was so like, it was so much information at once, and I was like, that could have been its own book right there. That all that information, it was like half a chapter of information. I was like, they really summed that up very concisely, but that's like thousands of chapters of content right there.
Oh yeah.
Like whatever. That was like the history of a whole like race,
civilization.
Yeah, in like half a chapter.
Yeah, and they were happy that they are stumped in library because they were like, oh, room for improvement. It's right here in the library.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, these guys are insane.
And they actually had a really funny interaction with Chi Wu because they were like, oh, if you don't participate in the war for 5 years, then we won't attack you. And Chi Wu was like, all right, deal. Like, that sounds great. You're not going to attack us? And then the Sernitas are like, all right, for, just as, like, some collateral for the deal, you need to give me, like, Evelyn and I think Unail or something. Yeah. And then he was like, what do you mean? Like, that's not what I agreed to. And then they were like, we said you wouldn't participate in the war for 5 years and we wouldn't attack you. And they were like, and she was like, no, I meant humanity as a total and the Casablanca League. And the Sernitas was like, oh no, you got me messed up.
Yeah. Like, no. That's too much. We're losing in that deal.
Yeah, so then they start fighting. They're going crazy. Unail, they're getting pushed to the brink. Mm-hmm. Unail has a mini breakthrough where she kind of becomes one with the world. So it seems like. Yeah. She gets kind of that ability.
No, it's not one with the world. It's more like one with yourself.
Oh, okay.
Because you know how like in was it Desolate Era? Yeah. You know how they have that source thing? So it's like one with yourself, one with the world. Mm-hmm. I feel like one with yourself was the best thing for her because you know how she became a woman. Yeah. So no, actually, I don't think that was the reason. But it was more like her instincts. Whenever she's training, her body listens, or she fights in a certain way because of the basics, right? Yeah. But she doesn't. She kind of like tends to think too much. Yes. And her teacher kept saying, just let your body move because your body knows what to do. She's one of those like natural born fire types who had the basics drilled into her. Yeah. So basically, she started listening to her instincts and started fighting better. Yeah. Of course, that didn't last for long.
It did lead to a mini success. Because also, guys, when you fight the Sernitas, we don't know what qualifies for killing them just yet because they were diced up into multiple pieces multiple times by Chi Wu, and then once by Unail, and then they've been chopped into pieces and they kind of reform and become a different being that is better assessed to fight the current situation. So the thing about the Sernitas is once you fight them once, they will recalibrate to create like an entity that is better suited to fight that thing they're fighting. So
or a plan.
Yeah, plan. And we don't know how they die because like in that situation they didn't get wrecked.
Yeah, they didn't get killed.
But even though they were cut into pieces, they reformed. But then
so after that, like mini victory. Yeah. We were just like, oh, we're fighting the Sernitas back. She was like, oh, we got this. Yeah. And then the Sernitas were like, okay, analysis complete. And then immediately they started clapping. Yeah. Everyone's getting. You just see Unail just fly across the room.
And she was like, just before I was doing a great job. What happened?
And then they're getting clapped.
And Chi Wu was like, I'm sorry, guys. And he looked like he was about to pop the breakthrough. And then Eshina was on the corner there. And she didn't get no screen time because she wasn't doing anything. Because they're right next to the Tahari's fire, like mini songs. And she's an ice witch. And she was like,
Eshina, they've been hoeing her.
They have been. And she was like, "Oh, I can't do anything. Like they're melting my ice before they can do it." And Emma was like, that's happening because you're letting it happen. If you wanted to make ice would appear."
Yeah, that's so funny.
And then Eshina was like, I don't know. And then like Chiwu was about to pop it, and then she like started screaming. She was like, make ice. And finally at the end, she created a blizzard. It gave it like 3 seconds, I think they called it, or 3 breaths of time, in which Chiwu didn't pop his Heavenly King. The Sernitas got pushed back, and they had like a little 3 breaths or 3 seconds of breathing room. And in that time, so Chiwu didn't pop his Heavenly King, Chi-hyun shows up.
Boom! You hear the banging from the top.
Yeah.
He comes out. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" He's like, "Why are you here?"
Yeah. I was planning to steal these things anyways.
Yeah. He's like, "I was here. I was already planning on coming here."
Yeah.
But yeah, Chi-hyun comes, saves the day.
He's somehow able to kill them. Like when Chi-hyun destroys the Sernitas, they die. Or that part of them dies.
Well, that's why Chi-hyun told them, like, you're not ready for this Sernitas yet.
But I'm just wondering, we don't know what the qualification is for killing even parts of the Sernitas. Because even though they're like a one being, they can like separate into parts. Mm-hmm. So like that part that Chi-hyun killed was just that one part. And I don't know if that affects themselves in an entirety. Like if they lose information or what. If like maybe if they only need one little piece to survive, we don't know that much.
That's why they're the strongest faction.
Yeah, we don't know that much about them. But Chi-hyun destroys it, destroys the Sky Castle, wrecks it, and then he tells Chiwu, "You gotta go home. Like go back home, and you have a choice." What was the choice again?
Oh, the choice was either. This is why what's his face told him you're gonna have a tough choice to make. Either you force everyone to stay and you fight with Chi-hyun against your Sernitas, or you leave Chi-hyun there by himself and you come back.
Oh yeah, the god.
Yeah.
The god of the boo-boos. It starts with an M. I don't remember her name. I think it's...
No, it was the dude.
It was a dude?
They're both M.
One's
a girl,
friends?
one's a guy, but this was the guy one.
I don't remember her name. You remember her name?
No.
Let's see, I bet you. Alright. Let's see.
Like
it wasn't Miho?
No.
It wasn't La Bella. Mamiya?
Mamiya, yeah.
Mamiya. It was Mamiya. She had the
guy.
Oh, sorry, the boogaboo. Boo god. Mamiya.
Miho's the girl.
Okay. She Woo goes back in the portal because Chi-hyun was like, "Bro, you're literally like gonna get me killed if you stay here.
Yeah.
Like, you're being a hindrance." He sends him back. He's like, "Hey, if you can defend Shaolin, do it. If you can, run away.
Run to the Kasabia League range thing." So he's so Chi-hyun is basically being a decoy to keep the Sernitas at bay because of a certain event that happens later. Craziest event in the whole novel that's happened. Peak climax.
Oh, it was crazy.
But
it felt like end of novel type stuff.
Yes, 100%. But basically, Chi-hyun comes back.
Chi-Woo
comes back.
Chi-hyun stays.
Yeah.
Chi-Woo and the squad.
He goes back. He's like, "All right, we're back. Sucks that he's there, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
Now, gotta go find Ruamu and Sabia League.
Peru, is that her name? Puru or Peru? Puru was like, hey, development. As soon as they come back, because they're in the Puru's castle, which is where Narsha Haram is, and they're like, hey, your other team failed.
Yeah.
They were not able to, the Kasabia League and Roma's team were infiltrating the Demon Empire, and they were supposed to get a strategic point, but they failed.
They got ambushed. And they said they wouldn't have, not as many people would have escaped if Ruamu didn't go crazy.
I don't know if they got ambushed, or did they just lose?
I think it might have been a combination of both.
Alright, because I thought they just lost.
No, I think they got ambushed.
They did?
I think it was like, yeah, because I think they weren't expecting them. They were trying to get to the strategic point. And they weren't expecting to be attacked right before.
You know what it was also? I think they were expecting one great demon.
Oh, not two.
There was 2 great demons.
Yeah.
And so they lost. Ruoma got captured along with his team. So I always forget her name. Ruhiana. And the 2 other people that are like with the J guy. That whole 3 squad, we're just, sorry guys, we don't know your name. Those 2, I know one of their names, Aldrich.
Yes.
And then...
The girl also begins with an A.
Yeah, I don't remember her name though. I remember Aldrich because he was funny because he was naked when he tried the fire pit.
Yeah.
I don't know why I remember his name.
Why?
Yeah. So Chiwu sends the rest of his team back, and he was like, I'm gonna go do this. Like, I'm getting my star back. Like, ain't no way.
So he goes to the camp
solo. He goes solo. He don't go with anybody else.
Well, before that, he meets the commander, right?
Which commander?
The spirit.
No, I mean he goes to the where the Demon Empire and the Casablanca League fought. Before he goes there, on the way to that mission, he goes by himself. He sends the rest of his expedition home. They're like, go back to Shalia. I'm going by myself.
Yes, he does. He goes there. He goes there by himself. Talks to the commander.
Yeah.
The commander's on because and this is right now Casablanca League. They know about the invasion that's coming for Shalia. They're like trying to decide who. So they abandon humanity or stay with humanity.
Or like give them like, we will stay with you, but we're not gonna support Shalia. Like,
yeah, Shalia, you have to leave.
You have to like let it be destroyed.
And the commander's obviously not on the pro-humanity side, as we see from their interactions. She's like, yeah, whatever. I know who you are, but you're probably not as strong as you say you are. And
she's the captain of the Will-O-Wisp, and her name starts with an A. I don't remember her name though.
Well, we'll probably never see her again.
Probably.
But basically,
she was stomped.
Yeah, she was like, "Alright, what are we gonna do to save them?" And she was like, "Nothing."
She was so ass. She was like, "Oh well, we'll send word back to the Casablanca. Once they tell me what to do, we'll do something." And he's like, "What are we gonna do in between then?" Wait. I was like, "What?"
And then Chu was like, he started to realize, he was like, "Okay, so unless I prove like that we're an equal, they're not gonna talk to me like an equal." So he goes and saves his team members, ravages 2 great demons by himself, because there's 2 there. Because he just goes there, grabs his club, pop, pops them all in the head.
It was funny though, because as soon as he got there, one of the great demons is like, I'm ready to duke it out. He's like, oh, other great demon, back up, this guy's mine.
Yeah, actually, he was like, I want the one.
Yeah, I want him. And then the other great demon looks at him, at Shiwu, and he was like, he gets this feeling, and he's like, hold up, I think I heard about this guy. And it's because in the Great Demon Conference, like, they have, like, they don't know how.
Yo, they had a whole conference.
And they were like, anybody under rank 3, do not touch this man, he will kill you.
Don't engage.
Yeah.
Fall back. So I was like, wait.
And so that great demon, I forget his name, he runs away because he's like, oh, like, I can't fight this guy. So he's like, I know what to do. He pulls out Ruama and his teammates, and basically this all took maybe a minute. And so the great demon comes back with his 6 teammates. I think there's 6 of them, right?
Yeah, and then he comes back.
Yeah.
The other great demon is literally about to die.
He's like on the floor.
His face in the dirt. He's like, yo, bro, I need help.
It was so bad.
And then obviously the other great demon used the hostage thing, forces Chu to like drop his weapon and stuff. And then
he bent the knee.
Yes.
That was crazy. Roma was pissed.
Yeah, he was pissed.
Roma was pissed.
And then coming in clutch, the half demons.
Yep.
They came in, they gave Chu enough time, or they saved everyone.
So basically, great demons and half demons pretty much look the same, except the eyes.
Yeah, they have the similar aura. The half demons are just a little bit less dark aura.
And they have purple eyes.
Right. Yeah.
They have purple eyes, which is the key, like, giveaway. And basically, it was also funny because Ismail was in the back, and he was like, I'll come and help you at an opportune moment. And Ismail...
In his head, he said that.
Well, he tells him before then, like, I'll come and I'll help you. And Ismail in his head is in the back. He's like, all right, it's almost time for me to make my grand entrance and state my name here in Liver so people stop treating me like an extra.
Stop playing with my name.
Yeah, because when Chiwu and Ismail showed up to the camp, they knew Chiwu, but they were like, who's this guy? Because they were like, oh, I remember Ismail shows up to the camp and he was like, my name's Ismail Nala, right?
Yeah, something.
And then the guy's like, they don't know who you are, capture them. And he's like, wait, this is the 7-star organization leader. He's like, you should have started with that, bro. We don't know who you are.
And he was shocked. He was like, what? I know I've been low-key, but how could you not know who I am?
Yeah. But so then he's about to make his big entrance, and then the half-demons save the companions, because they were actually the ones holding the knives to the companions. They get saved. Ruamar gets his sword back. and Ruama is pissed. Especially Chiwu sets his territory up, and Ruama single-handedly claps one of the Great Demons, if I remember correctly. And then Chiwu claps the other one, and they exterminate that whole demon camp.
all gone.
And if I believe correctly, this point was important because it's kind of like a bridge area that once you have this point, you can go to the mainland of the Demon Empire, which was why it was such an important point. And they captured it due to Chiwu, basically single-handedly, and a little help with the half-demons. They didn't really have to fight. They just had to help him save his companions. They did fight after, but they were the extras, you know?
Yeah.
And then they got back, and Chiwu faces off with the Will-O-Wisp Chief. And the Will-O-Wisp Chief was still talking nonsense. She was like, why'd he do that? And he was like... And he was about to back up a little bit and give her face, and he was like, hold up. You're really giving me shit for saving you? Saving all of your members? And then the Will-O-Wisp was like, oh, I don't care. Lock him up. What was it? All the Kasabiya members, take him. Don't let him get away. And everybody just opened up a path, and he walked out. And the Will-O-Wisp captain couldn't do anything. I was like, beautiful. Get wrecked, bro. Get wrecked.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the last dragon saw that. She was like, alright, we're going to defend humanity. In her head, she's seeing that. Uh-huh. And because she gets the report from the Will-O-Wisp, which obviously was a load of crap. She's like, yeah, I know this load of crap. I just know he did.
I can see the hidden truths.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So then she goes and takes a visit to go see Chiwu. What happened right before that?
So before the last
he gets his promotion, right?
Yeah, Chiwu gets his promotion. He becomes
diamond.
Bam. He goes platinum.
Platinum, sorry.
And he becomes an Inquisitor, and he gets the ability Executioner, which is dope. Mm-hmm. And he gets promoted. He promotes his core balance from it was C D E. It was E to C, and he gets the power. This is actually where he gets the power to give abilities to his partners. Remember? Because before he can only take powers from the 7 stars, he couldn't give. But now, after he went to C, he could also give them powers.
And everyone just the core balance is just so OP.
It is so OP. And then he also promoted something else. His exorcism mana, with the promotion to platinum, he promoted it to A. I feel like there was another ability that he upgraded.
Intuition?
No, he didn't upgrade it.
What?
It was at A+ though. Oh. And we had a little thing last episode where we were talking about synthesization or intuition. Same thing.
Oh, it is?
Synthesization is what Ruamu has, but when Chiwu took it from him,
it became intuition.
Oh. That's why we were confused. Yeah. He took it and then he made it his own and then created intuition. I know there was something else. It was he used some points on the core balance, and then it was another ability. What's the other ability that he uses? Was it Labella Sanctuary? No.
I don't remember, but
he upgrades his shit.
Yeah.
He gets
upgraded.
And he had 12 mil. Was it? No, it was 20 million? Or he had 12 million? He had 12 million.
Merit points,
yeah. So that's how he upgrades all his stuff. He goes to sleep. He wakes up.
4 days later.
Last dragon in his bed. Evelyn was pissed.
Yes.
She was like, what are you doing here? I haven't even got that far yet. The last dragon talks to Chiwu, and it was like, I know you want my help, and what you did at that camp helped. But I'm gonna be honest, I can take you guys in, but I can't support Shalia unless, for some odd reason, I don't know how you can do it, you can change the past.
Mm-hmm. And she was like, if you want to just spit in my face right now, I'll let you do it.
Yeah.
She's like, it's such an absurd request, I won't even care if you do that.
Yeah.
It was. She was like, yeah, can you go back to the past and change the fate of the entire world?
Yeah.
He's just like, okay. I was just like, wait a minute, this is such
ridiculous. And it was also here that he
she also told him the prophecy that
from the what's her name? The Bilbo? No.
Old Dingo?
Dingo, yeah. But she only told her half of it. Or not half, like three-fourths of it, yeah. Which basically was To sum it up, it was basically saying the three factions are coming to destroy humanity.
And you have to decide whether you want to.
The Casabia League has to decide whether they join them or not. If you don't join them, you'll get more time, but you'll end up being destroyed anyways.
Yeah.
Or you can join them and you might be able to win. But the last part was, if the humanity wins, the 4 factions will become 3, and then will become 4 again.
Yeah.
Which is a little foreshadowing that one of the I took it as one of the factions, original 4 factions, is gonna get wrecked, and then like humanity will become the 4th.
Yeah. Well, she also said, because a part of it, there's another thing where it says bide your time. I forget what that meant, but I mean it didn't matter in the end. But it was just like,
I think it was part of the like if you don't support Shalia, you can like buy time and like create some time for yourselves, but it won't help you in the long run.
yeah, it's crazy because whenever he goes to the Back to the Past to like see the different things, it's actually nuts.
Oh, it's
Or
insane.
the future, like when he sees the future.
Oh, future, yeah.
Well, both, yeah, both.
And then also during this interaction, because of his abilities in the camp, I think the dragon lets him pick. The dragon also sees the AI armor and was like, "Can I get some?" And she asks Yeria, was that her name? Mm-hmm. And Yeria was like, "Yeah, but I need some materials." The dragon's like, "All right, is this enough?" And gives her all the ore she's had. The last dragon's had over like however long she's been alive, which is an insane amount. It's super high quality, blah blah blah, which is awesome. AI armors start getting mass produced even more for the Cassiopeia League and the humans. And then Chibu was like, "I gotta go save the past," and he rolls.
Well, he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
And Uniel comes up, and she's like, "I'll go with you."
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Mm-hmm.
Go away.
Yeah.
But then, how did she go with him? Actually?
So first, it was funny because he throws the dice. Remember how I told you, like he needs to have a bad roll?
Yeah.
He finally had it, but you know what, out there, you pulled a little ass pull on it. Because right before this...
Oh, yeah, because he rolled it multiple times.
Yeah, right before this, we actually forgot a point. Steam Bun merges with Ball,
yeah.
And what's the other?
Cabal.
And Cabal. And with the world, and becomes... No, them 3 just get together. And he then gives him a name. Shibu gives him a name and calls him Asha. And he gets the ability to use deterrence.
No.
Well, yeah, because he uses it on the roll, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So he gets that, and then basically deterrence is the ability to counteract the world's milestone by using Blessed Luck.
Yeah, 100%. That's the biggest ass ability
So
ever.
he would let him roll a bad roll right after that. I said it last time, he needs a bad roll, but I wanted some actual bad consequences.
Nah.
There was no bad consequences.
Yeah, you were right. When I read that, I was like, oh man, he's going to be pissed.
Yeah, bro, because like, they just let it go. So he gets a 2, and then what's her name? Ida?
Yeah.
Ida starts going crazy because he's... Basically, the Demon Empire finds the last piece of resentment of the world will, and we don't know exactly what they're gonna do with that, but it's like a big part of the puzzle that's making the 3, making the forces that are gonna fight Shalia come quicker, and so Ida's going crazy. She's like, "What's happening? Oh, the darkness."
She's the world shrouded in darkness.
Yeah, and then she was like, "I messed up," and he uses
deterrence.
Actually, I don't think he uses deterrence. I think he just rolls again. Or did he use deterrence?
I can't remember because I thought he just rolled it again and he was like... And then he got a decent
6.
And then he rolled it again and got a 7.
Yeah, I messed up the timeline on that.
Yeah, you messed me up because I was like...
Because he does roll a bad roll later.
And then he then deters it.
I messed up the sequence. I'm so sorry, guys.
Well, yeah, because I was like, I'm pretty sure the author just pulled it down their ass and just was like, reroll.
Yeah.
And he was like, so he undid some of the damage, and then he got an advantage.
So first he got the 2, the resentment build up. Then he got a 6, which basically gave the kobolds the fire pit. It gave it back his divinity because he like used it all to get his blessed luck.
And then he got a 7.
They gave him 1 chance to go to the past. He uses it right away, or he goes back to his office. He tells Eva, I'm going to sleep for a couple days, or I'm gonna go on a mission for a couple days. I'll let you know when I'll come back. And he's like, okay. Eva leaves. Yunael comes in. And then he uses the past ability. Goes back in the past for Yunael. That's how that happened, right?
Yeah.
And we are back, like, we don't really know the amount of years, because it's not just like 5 or 6 years.
No, it's like 20.
I think it's more than that.
Oh, sorry. It's like
centuries back.
No.
Yes, bro. It was confusing.
No, because Liber is on. Oh.
It's like 5.
Okay.
It's a while back.
So here's what it's. So Liber, they go back, and Liber is on his 24th crisis.
I thought it was the 20th.
No, 24.
24? Okay.
It's 24. That's the one they go back to.
Okay.
The one they're currently in the present time is 26.
Yeah.
So the 25th happened, and then they're in the 26th.
Yeah.
So what happens is...
I think that was over 100 years, though. Because they were saying that usually it happens every, 1,000 years, but then it's getting shorter because libraries...
Yeah, so his was okay, you have 80 years, and then 20, so it might have been 100 years.
Maybe 100 years, which kind of messes up with the whole time thing. Because in the 24th, we find out Chi Hyung is there.
Yeah.
And Bill...
Because the time... Well, he said the timeline is... Or timing is different, because remember...
In different worlds?
Well, because remember when they go through the whole thing for Chi Hyun? Because they literally replay the whole thing where he goes through... He, regressed for, 50 plus years.
Yeah.
The whole, the way time flows is just different.
Yeah, it was really messed up. I was happy how they did the time back, though.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to be ass. But,
No, they did it they kept it simple.
Yeah,
nice
exactly.
Simple. They didn't make anything complicated.
Yeah. I feel like when you start trying to, talk about why, the changing the past doesn't change the future and giving, all these details, it just makes it harder because you're not going to do a good enough job where there's going to be no, loopholes.
Yeah.
And the readers are going to find the loopholes and they're going to mess it up.
Yeah.
But, the author made it so, simple that he was just, only, people who are on, the super grand scheme of things have a change in effect, but, just barely or something.
Yeah, and they're we're only in the, in Liber's fate, so anything that happened here, happened here.
Yeah.
Everything else.
So basically, he goes back, Chiwoo goes back, Yunail comes with him, and on the way there, Chiwoo doesn't know, what should I even do? What decision should I make in here?
But he just goes, he stops Chi Hyun from killing the world will.
Mm-hmm.
He's there's another way.
Yeah.
Chi Hyun's no. And they start fighting. And he's nah, it's not about it.
Yeah.
But obviously Chi Hyun is unlucky because at the time, obviously Libra's a crap world, so he can't get his full-on celestial strength. So what he does is he takes the power of the Demon Empire, because at the time, Demon Empire, Kasabiya League, and...
The Abyss.
No, Humanity, right?
Oh, Humanity, yeah.
Are working together. Is it Humanity?
Yeah.
No. It's just the Last Dragon, the Old Dingo, and Bale.
They were there.
So it's not technically Humanity, but just those three working together with the World Will and Chi Hyun to, do everything. And then Chiwoo comes back. They fight for a while. Chiwoo pushes him back because
Chi Hyun's getting wrecked.
Yeah, because he has demon
power,
and Chi Hyun's is exact opposite, and he's kind of stronger than him at this point.
Chiwoo's stronger.
Yeah, Chiwoo. Yeah, and they're fighting, and then obviously Chi Hyun pulls out some bullshit move that is gonna become a thing later. He's
what's that ability called again?
I don't remember, but it was just how much. It was some
It was insane though.
So execute order. It's let me get my full power of something
And it was the 37th?
Yeah.
The 33rd. It was the 33rd. It basically, I think it made it seem the closer to 1 it is, the stronger. So I think he used the 37th, you're right, and it gave him 37 seconds, I think, to use his full power. And he was wrecking Chiwoo. First he actually wrecks the Dingo, wrecks the Last Dragon, wrecks Bale, and then was gonna kill the World Will. And then Chiwoo was stopping him last second. And then finally Yunao shows up and saves the World Will from one hit. And Chi Hyun's timing ends. And then so the world will is saved.
And then she was like, "There's another way. Your way fails. It's a definite future, and no matter what, even if you try to change it, like it's not gonna work because we know even if you know this information, any of that, all the stuff you said you're about to do, which is like all the plans you said he made and like the celestial lights look over, you're still messed up. And it's still gonna mess up.
Yep.
So he's like, they're gonna try a different way. We're gonna keep the world alive. I'll take all the resentment, and get that blessed luck up.
They didn't know. The world was like, you can't do it. You won't be able to take it. And she was like, I got it. Give me all of it.
I need it. I need it
for real.
And then he gets 100 blessed luck. The world. He tells the world, "Well, just hold on. Don't stop fighting. Wait till I come back.
I'll come back to save you."
Yep.
It was cute. So also, World was a little seems like kind of like a little girl.
Yeah.
Like she's not young, but it's like the image she has.
Yeah. And then, and I forgot the other girl that's part of it is like the guardian of the world will. I forget her name.
Oh, which is the god who was originally erased, and it was like
she's the one that got turned into evil by the Sernitas. Or no, it's the real enemy that we don't know is lurking behind the scenes.
So she was technically
because she took the place of the world will in the original timeline.
Yeah, after the world will got destroyed.
Yeah, and then she got turned evil by someone we don't know.
I think she got turned into madness because of all the destruction that was happening in the world.
No, but there was something that forced her. Remember, she was doing her duty, and then something happened, but it was like a trap, and it turned her evil.
Yes.
But we don't know who set the trap. That's
true. Yeah.
But now, obviously, in the new timeline, there are more humans because the world will resist it.
It
so
didn't
more
die.
humans survived. The guardian god doesn't turn to madness. Oh, obviously something's missing there.
I'm actually drawing a blank on this guardian god right now, bro.
You don't remember her?
I remember her name, but I don't remember these events.
Well, because she was the one that had to take on the world will's duty. That's what Shihyun was saying.
So what happens when the world will stays alive? What happened to that god?
They didn't say what happened to her.
Okay.
They just said I think she's still helping protect her, but they didn't go into detail about with her.
Anything. Okay.
But he comes back.
Chiwoo comes back.
They talk. Then Ismail comes.
Oh, one quick thing. When Chiwoo comes back, he's kind of going through the past back to the present.
Oh yeah.
And in that moment, he meets the world will again, because when Chiwoo first enters Liber is when he gets that book, The 7 Respected Ways to Be a Parent.
Yeah.
I think it is. And last time he also got that in the world milestone, but this time he meets the world will there.
Yeah.
And the world will was like, you came back. It was like...
Yeah, it was sad.
I was like, bro.
And then she merges with Steam Bun. She merged with Steam Bun right before he left.
I think
after.
No, after.
It was out. So when he came back, she merges with Steam Bun because obviously to fill the whole of all the resentment left because that was still part of her.
No. I think we should say Steam Bun merges with her.
You're right. Steam Bun merges with her.
Yeah.
They become one entity. They're kind of like Sernitas because there's 4 of them. And
Steam Bun's still its own thing, but it becomes
they become all one being that share body.
Yeah. And it's called Asha.
No. Yeah. And then, what's it called?
Then he gets the power to turn.
And he makes her a star.
Yeah. Asha becomes
a star. He made the world a star, which is crazy.
There it is. And I think it costs 10 blessed luck.
Yeah.
And then he used another 10 blessed luck for something else. I forget what it was. Oh, then he used 10 blessed luck. That was after, actually. No, so he becomes Asha. Steam Bun becomes Asha. Takes 10 blessed luck. And he gets the ability to turn. So basically, anytime that Shiwoo rolls the world milestone, he can
reverse it,
and he'll get a higher chance of getting a higher number. I think it is.
Yeah. So it's such a
cheap.
Yeah. Compound ability.
Yeah. And then right after that, Chiwu talks to the Kobalos.
Yeah.
And that's where he actually gets.
He removes the curse.
Removes the curse.
And takes their fire pit.
Takes the fire pit. But when does he use the turns? Because I know he uses it somewhere.
No, he uses it when he's dying.
No, he used it once before. Like, he actually rolls a bad number. I don't remember what. Because he rolled the 2, and he had to use 6 to turn it back. And then he rolled it again.
I don't remember.
I remember this, bro, but I don't know where.
I don't remember if that even happened.
100%, bro.
I don't remember.
I'm telling you it happened, but you keep going.
What? Okay. After this, okay, so after that, Ismail comes, he's like, I got an announcement. It's brutal.
Brutal.
And then he tells us, so the Demon Empire's coming. Or the Demon Empire's moving. The Abyss are moving. The Sernitas are moving. They're all following a certain path that's going to meet up at one point. And that path leads to us.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, no way. Actually, everyone's in shock. Like, legitimately, one guy falls to the ground, legs shaking, palms sweaty, like your mom's spaghetti.
Just keep going.
And they're like, we gotta run!
Yeah.
We gotta pack up now, good thing we know.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, we're fighting. Everyone's like, are you crazy? Well, no one said that out loud. But they're thinking
they were pretty much.
because they were like, they're listening to Shiwu because she was second to the legend.
Because at this point, he's been doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah. And she was like, we have to defend Shala. If we go back to the mountain range, it's over. We can't hide any longer. The Kasabiya League's gonna back us up. Guaranteed. I guarantee it. Everyone's like, okay, we'll listen to you. And then we found out the 3-faction coalition is destroying, they're shredding everything. Every gate they meet, they destroy it.
They're wrecking it.
Leave nothing behind. And then, but obviously Ismail's like, well, there's one gate we can't let fall.
Yep.
The gate that leads to Shalia.
Final gate. And Chi-Hyun put like extra like emphasis on that gate.
Yeah, like this has to be, if you want Shalia to survive, this gate has to survive. Or has to stay standing. I don't, do they have a name for it?
For what? The gate? Nah, I think they just call it the last gate.
Okay. So yeah, so Chi-Hyun, he's the, what's it called? The distraction for Sernitas, and then he's like, I'll leave it to you.
I just saw it. So, I'm sorry, real quick. They used, Asha used his will. They used Asha's will, to erase the Cobalt's curse. And it was, they said it activated deterrence to, like, destroy the curse. That's why I thought that. It wasn't, I guess he didn't roll a bad number. I guess that's the only time
That's what I thought, bro.
You got it. But he did use deterrence. Just in a different way than we thought.
Yeah.
I feel there was another time he did it, but you can go. I'm fine.
You're not, it's not there, bro. We're
free.
already in the war. There's no rolling dice here.
Are you sure?
There's no, he didn't roll dice in the war. He was fighting.
During, but in between?
He was still fighting.
Alright, cool. Go.
Alright, but basically what happened, so we meet up at the final gate.
Mm-hmm.
They see the armies coming from over yonder.
Over yonder? We're Lord of the Rings now.
They pull up, they see the giant castle coming in the sky. They're like, how are we gonna fight this in the air, bro? And then all of a sudden, the castle lands, and they're like, oh, this is not good, because if the castle's landing, that means they got a plan for the ground. And Ismail was right. They're gonna get rid of the protection of the White Horse General.
Their territory, their sanctuary got wrecked. And then the 3 teams fought. Oh, here it is!
Oh, he did roll a bad one?
He did roll a bad one.
Damn.
But it was a little after. So we can talk about it a bit.
After? Oh, it was after the war.
No, it's during the war, but not at the beginning, which we're at right now.
What?
So the fight, I knew it, bro.
I
knew it. And so the fight starts. 3 teams. They start with the demon Empire coming out first. They send out 4 great demons, and Chiwu instantly kills 3 of them, like within like a couple minutes, and he like executioners them one shot, like straight up pop, 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 dead. And then he's about to go for the 4th one. Then the lion race guy is like, yeah, back up, bro. Like, you don't want to go too far out there. They back up. There's like this bone temple that another great demon was gonna use to one-shot Chiwu somehow. Alice Holactia was like, you're too young for that, bro. Instantly destroys the bone tower. And then, no, it wasn't Alice. It was Uriel?
Uriel, yeah.
Yeah, because she
Uriel.
She uses her boomerang like thing that she creates because she's like a magic engineer and starts wrecking the bone towers and wrecking the demons. And then they just go full out war. They're fighting. They're going crazy for a while, and it's just a demon empire.
For a full day.
Yeah.
Non-stop fighting.
And the demon empire is just sending troops because they're like, they don't care. It seems like they're like, we're just gonna send troops.
We're just gonna kill until we can kill no more.
Yeah, they didn't care. And the Abyss was just standing there, and so was El Sernitas, and we were just like, what's happening? And like the human side was like, we're like winning sort of because we're like killing way more than we're losing, but why does it feel like we're not?
And it's because, well, you still have 2 enemies that's untouched.
Yeah, and basically what was happening was the demons and the humans that were dying were getting sucked up by the Sernitas as fuel. And they used it. Once they charged up to 100%, they like put out the death ray.
And one shot
Chiwu.
And the gate.
They put it right on Chiwu on the gate. And the gate was getting destroyed. Chiwu tried his best.
The gate got destroyed.
Yeah, the gate got destroyed. Chiwu was gonna die, but he was like, I'm not tapping into my Heavenly King power. I don't care if I die. He's resisting. He's like, I'm gonna die. And then Alice Holactia, this is where she comes in, and she uses like her ability to take the damage onto herself, and she restores the gate. But in the process, we find out that she's from the Divine Clan, like Holactia, and her godly blood basically makes her like a cat. She has like 9 lives, and she uses all of them except 1 to save Chiwu.
Yeah,
that was some real sister vibes. She-Hyun better like give her some props for that. Yeah, like they better be like somewhat closer because he just.
No, She-Hyun's not gonna care.
He has to. She just saved his life and gave up multiple of her lives.
Exactly. He's be like, that's what you should have done in the first place.
Wow.
He's gonna say that.
If he says that, I will give you so many problems. No way. And then they resume fighting, but this time the Abyss goes into it, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And
so what happens is, wait, the Abyss?
Oh wait, there's a 3-day break, right? After that. And then this is when this blessed luck thing happens. He rolls the thing. He gets a 2.
Sernitas thing starts charging faster?
Yes, but then he uses the turns to block it. And then he gets a 7. Was that a 7? 6. He gets a 6. And that's when he gets the gate gets what is that thing?
Oh, it gets the shield, the dimensional shield.
The dimensional shield. Yeah, you were right about that. It gets the dimensional shield.
Oh, that comes from the luck, not the pit.
Yeah.
Oh. And I see what it is. I see what it is now. I remember that.
And so then now they see that, but Ismail was like, that's not enough. Like, if you're gonna do that, you should have done it last second, so Sernitas wouldn't be able to plan for it.
And he was like, no, that's part of the next plan.
Yeah.
That plan that he had made a decision.
Genius.
Well, it was just funny because he's like, that's for the next plan.
Yeah.
When he did it, he was like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. And then he went to the fire pit, it was genius.
Yeah.
I see, honestly, this is what I love is like, I have no idea what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
So when they do it, I'm just like,
wow. Like, what is going on, bro?
I thought of it.
And this was what I just looked at the chapter, guys. So this is chapter like 398, mid-war.
Yeah.
We were not stopping at chapter 400.
Exactly.
You shouldn't have stopped at chapter 400.
We could have stopped at 410, but we could have.
Yeah, that's true. We really could have. 410 was okay. Honestly, 415 was like the end of the war. But So we're fighting it out. Chiwu has his genius ability, and he remembers that the fire pit can grant wishes. Now, depending on how big the wish is, depending how big of the certain amount of materials you need to put in there, equivalent exchange. And if you don't put equivalent exchange in there, then you'll get an equivalent trial to make up for that.
Yeah.
And he remembers the last time the guy with the J, that we still don't know his name, when he created a wish that almost brought like a 9-tiered god over to like this side. And so I don't know if it's a 9-tiered god, but it's a god.
I think it's like a 9-tier evil god.
Yeah, 9-tier evil god. And so that Chiwu purposely makes a wish. When the wish was like, please give me the strength to protect or to win this battle.
Yeah.
And somewhere along those lines. And the evil god is like, I hate these type of wishes the most. I'm definitely coming and I'm killing you. And he's coming out, and the Sernitas right at that moment throw out their second blast. And right at that moment, the god comes out and full brunts the blast straight to the face. Straight to the face. And he was pissed.
He was like, who did... Oh! He didn't even have a chance.
Yeah.
He got hit immediately.
And he was like, one day, and then he just goes back in, and she will pass the trial.
Because basically he was like, if I take one or two more of those hits, not looking good. Which is crazy that Sernitas have that kind of power.
Yeah, that also shocked me.
Well, it's also like, that's only one castle.
Yeah, imagine all of them.
Yeah, so you have to read between the lines where it's just like, that's one castle?
It kind of seems too strong.
I know, but imagine the full power of Sernitas.
It's crazy.
Maybe humanity, the Abyss, and the Demon Empire Kasabi should have teamed up against the Sernitas.
Facts. And so there, honestly, it was kind of understated, or it wasn't even said, and so that's why it was so low-key, that the wish was granted. And I didn't realize that, but they kind of went into it a little later, because then, like, once the Sernitas got blocked for the second time, that's when the Abyss and the Sernitas were like, what's happening? The Sernitas started doing error, and the Abyss was like, what's happening? The demons got a little reckless, and so Bale was like, that's it, I'm hitting the field. She goes onto the field. The Abyss finally shows up. They start going to the mountains to go around the gate, and Bale one-shots the gate, just straight through the middle. And she comes up, and it goes her and 4 great demons? No,
yeah.
3 great demons. The second, the third, and the 5th rank demon.
Ismail was like, bro, I didn't think blocking the gate would make it worse.
Yeah. And so then the 2nd rank demon used to be the 1st rank demon. I don't care about her name.
No. Who cares about the ranks? Let's just say all these great demons, they fought hand in hand with the 7 stars.
I think that's important why their ranks are important, because they're so highly ranked. It's
actually right.
It's not the 30, 30th, 34th, and 36th.
We got top 20 demons here.
It's the 2nd, 3rd, and 5th ranked demon. And so the 2nd ranked demon was getting fought by, I think it was by Emmanuel. The 3rd
and he was, yeah, you're right.
The 3rd ranked demon was getting fought by Ruamu, and the 5th ranked demon was getting fought by Yunael. And
she was cutting.
And I think there was actually a 4th ranked demon, or a 4th grade demon that was getting fought by Ishmael.
Yes, I think so.
That's what happened. And Chiwu was 1v1ing Bale.
Yep.
They were fighting.
But he had
the wish was helping him.
Yep. So he clapped her.
Straight up, like, it was a really gruesome battle, but he won. He actually, like, basically, and I think Bale put like part of her existence at stake, and still lost. Like, she almost died. Like, I think she got like a really big executioner hit on her, and like she was
punched a hole around her stomach.
Yeah, she was basically like at 5% HP, and she was poisoned.
Yeah.
Like, she was like slowly eking to death, and then what's his face, Ruamu smacked the 3rd grade demon.
Yeah.
Yunael was pissed because she was like, why didn't I get the blessed luck
thing,
the evolution, because I'm struggling over here.
Yeah.
And Ruamu was like wrecked it.
And Emmanuel lost.
He didn't lose, but he was gonna lose.
Yeah, he pretty much lost.
Well, I think
he didn't get injured, tangled.
He didn't get injured though.
Yeah,
but he did lose. He lose.
He wasn't winning.
He wasn't winning. He lost.
Yeah.
But he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, and then what's the 2nd demon went and saved Bale, brought her back to the camp. They chased down the demons. The Kasaba League.
Yeah, this is a Kasaba League.
So they're fighting. They're on the brink of like getting clapped. This is right before he claps them.
Yeah.
Then the Kasaba League comes out clutched. They're like the perfect time to make a grand entrance.
Because the Abyss King is gonna be unchecked, same strength as Bale, and he's going through the mountains, and like nobody's gonna be able to stop him. And the last dragon was like, "I got this.
I got it."
Shows up first. She drops a crazy dragon breath through the middle of the army. Dope. I could imagine. I was thinking like
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly like that. Like just like straight through the middle of a city, just like destruction. Like I feel like the last dragon probably killed like 10, 20,000.
Yeah.
Right with that dragon breath. She was like, it was kind of like a Luffy conquers Hawking the Fishman Island.
Yeah.
He was like, let me just wreck a ton of these people real quick. Then the last dragon was fighting the Abyss King. Bale got clapped. And then they had another impasse, and it was like a week long or something.
Yeah, something like that.
They were getting a little nervous, and by they I meant like
humanity.
Yeah,
because they're too quiet. Because the Demon Empire of the Abyss and the Sernitas, they didn't leave. They were just like discussing like, well, what do we do? Because like we just got clapped, we put everything into this, and we're losing. We shouldn't be losing.
Yep.
And then we find out with Bale is on death's door, and the Abyss King's like, you have two choices. I'm the leader, or you have one.
There's
two
conditions.
Yeah, there's two conditions for me to help you out.
Yeah.
One, I'm the leader now.
Yeah.
Two, go to the Sernitas.
And accept their offer.
Yeah, which is.
We don't know what that offer is at the moment.
Yeah, well, let me find out.
Yeah, let me find out.
But basically, what happens is. Oh, sorry, the Alexa's going off for something. We were just confused.
Can you turn it off? Or let's just keep going.
Hey Alexa, stop. There we go.
Rich people things, bro.
Don't even know why that happened. Okay. But basically what we found out is Last Dragon, when she sees the Cernita Castle, or she kind of notices it, she's like, well, we gotta check underground, just in case, because what if it wasn't just for the White Horse General?
Yeah, because the Sernitas, when they got there, they put their tentacles in the ground.
Yeah, so they check the ground, Neitahanyu.
Nanghong, the cat scout. I think his name is Nanghong.
Nanghong? Yeah, Nangang or Nanghong?
Nangang.
Nangang.
Yeah.
Nangang, so basically, he finds it, he's like, I found the tunnel.
Yeah.
And yes, it leads all the way to Shalia. And then she's like, Bale's probably going to Shalia because I don't sense her presence anymore in the camp. So she's
the Last Dragons are there.
Yeah. And so they're like, okay, Shu, you gotta go back because we can't leave. And you need to go save Shala just in case.
Yeah.
So they send him back to Shalia. And they're like, just be careful because we don't know what they're planning.
So he's 1v1ing. So he gets back to the city, to Shalia.
Back.
Don't know
what happened.
Technical difficulty.
But
yeah, Bale shows it to Shalia. She's wrecking shop in there. But she's kind of taking it slow because she said she wanted Chiwu to show up. She's like, I want my get back. Like, I want to destroy you. Chiwu shows up. They're fighting. They're duking it out. He's getting wrecked.
Yeah. We also find out that Bale accepted the Sernitas offer, which was to become part of the Sernitas.
Yeah, and it was funny because Bale was like, "Oh, I won't accept it if you. I want to be able to retain my own power." And the Sernitas was like, "No, like we're consuming you.
Yeah,
like you can have your face, like it's like your personality, but like we have the overall decision. So like it is Bale, like it's her, but
it's like just like her consciousness. That's like it.
Yeah, I would say it's her consciousness in a body of a Cernita, and the Cernita also have 60% control. Probably more than that, I don't know. But they have the dominant control that at any moment they can override Bale's decision.
Yeah, so that's why she was like, you're not really Bale the demon. You're like Bale the Cernita.
So like
you're not the same person.
Yeah, she was like, it doesn't even matter what you do, I already won.
Yeah.
And she was pissed. So she started ragdolling him. She wasn't even trying to kill him. She was just trying to like destroy his spirit. And Asha, aka Steam Bun, was using the turns on Chi-Woo to make sure he didn't die. So every time he take like a critical hit, it used 1 blessed luck.
Yeah.
And he had 80. No, he had like 70.
And he had 0 by the end.
No, he had 66. Sorry, and he had 0 by the end.
Yeah, that's how many critical hits he took.
Yeah, and so then while this was happening, he also left. Chi-Woo left the fire pit with Yunael.
So he had told right before he left, he had told Yunael, when you go, you need to go and stop the Sernitas tower from attacking. So what you need to do is take the fire pit and make a wish, and I'll leave it up to you. I'll trust in you like I trust in you, because you proved your trust to me before when you helped me with the world well. And basically they go. She tells the last dragon. She's like, all right, let's do this. Last dragon gives her all the things.
Before she's looking at him like, I don't think we should do that.
Yeah, you're crazy. And then she's like, she would told me to do it. She's like, here's everything. I got everything for you.
I love that again when they did that. They're like, you should have started with that.
Yeah, they were like, say that first.
Exactly.
And then they give her everything. They run the squad. I think all the 7 stars went as the vanguard. Or as like the protectors for the Kobolds.
Yeah, I think all the
Kobolds went too.
All the 7. So it was Ruamu, Emmanuel, Yunael, and then the Kobalos?
Yeah, Kobalos.
The Kobalos and the Fire Pit. It was like an elite team.
Yeah.
And in this moment, part of the plan was that the Abyss and the Sernitas and the other demons that were still alive were just behind the gate. They weren't pushing anymore. And Yunael was like, let's bring it to them. Let's destroy the castle.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. The Abyss was waiting it out. He wanted them to play defense. He didn't want them to attack.
Until Bale destroyed the city.
Yeah, but now they were like, we're going to attack now. That was to throw the flow of the war out. It's like, we have to be the attackers.
And it was such a crazy idea because, yes, they'd get like the initial advantage. They'd kill a couple people. But then they would die. Like the what's the name?
Kobolos?
No, the League. What's the name?
Kasabi League?
The Kasabi League and the humans and humanity. They would get like after like a couple minutes. The tables would turn. They'd instantly die.
Yeah, because the Sernitas Tower.
Yeah, the Sernitas Tower and the Abyss would like instantly wreck them without the power of the gate as like a defensive hold. And so the Abyss King was like, humanity and the dragon come out and they're fighting. And the Abyss League is like, or the Abyss King is like, there's no way you did this. This is dumb as hell. Like if you're gonna bring yourself here, there must be a reason. But like, if you're gonna just offer yourself up, we'll do it. And then Yunael and the squad shows up on the castle. They use the fire pit with the Kobalos. The Kobalos were straight up like...
They were fighting.
They were fighting, but they were also like straight up just giving their lives.
Yeah, they were like literally like hold the line.
Yeah, hold the line. It was like a Hordor moment. And like, it was honestly pretty like... I loved the show of camaraderie and like also when Chi-Woo got rid of the curse, the Kobalos elder was like, we'll give our lives for you. Yeah. And they're like, they did it.
They did that.
They did that. Like a lot of their members died in this expedition. Yeah. Not like a ton, but like probably like their elite members. Yeah. All got killed here. And the wish was granted by Yunael, and I think she wished for.
What she said was, please give me the power to, I think, stop. I don't know if it was stop the Sernitas castles with the materials I used in accordance with this wish.
Yeah, so it would be equivalent exchange.
So it stopped. The charge stopped, which is all they needed.
And it wasn't just the charge. The Sernitas in general stopped.
The whole tower stopped
for 5 minutes.
And that was more than enough time for the White Horse General to be like, boom!
Yeah.
Get his power back. Yeah. Chi-Woo.
So that created the territory.
Yeah, the territory came back, which allowed them to start killing more demons. And the Abyss, because the Abyss, they count against the Abyss too. And then for Chi-Woo, as he was dying, his power that he's always trying to control, the whole time he said, I would rather die than let this power go out of control. His power yielded and slowly started helping him. And that's when Philip came out and helped him fight against Bale.
Well, he was like unconscious, right?
Yeah. And then after that, that's when the White Horse General got all his power back. All the gods appeared. And then it was just a one-shot. They just one-shot Bale. They didn't even give her a proper send-off or nothing.
And it wasn't the gods. It was Chi-Woo.
Chi-Woo, just
one-shot. One-shot Bale. And like, I didn't think she was going to die. I think she was going to... Oh, and a key point here that we kind of glossed over was when Chi-Woo went back to the past. When Chi-Hyung finally got convinced by Chi-Woo not to destroy the world will, right before they started talking about what they should do in the future, Chi-Hyung knocked out Bale, but left the last dragon of the dingo awake to hear the conversation.
Oh yeah, because he said you can't trust demons.
Can't trust demons. And then right when Chi-Woo was killing Bale, he was like, now I see why my brother like left her uncautious, because like he couldn't trust her.
Yeah.
And this is the reason she
She
succumbed. Yeah, she succumbed. She betrayed Liber. She succumbed to the Sernitas. And this is the price she's going to pay. Mm-hmm. She died. Then the great demons were getting wrecked by the sanctuary, especially. Because I think they're like, if the demons are counted like 90%, I think the abyss is only counted like, let's say 50%.
Yeah.
It's like, it seems way stronger on the demons.
Yeah.
So the demons were like, basically on the verge of like complete extermination. Mm-hmm. Like at least the demons that brought, and it was 20 great demons. We forgot to say that. It's 20 great demons.
All of them practically died.
Almost, I think except like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And then there was the Abyss King and his 7 chasms. They all escaped.
Yeah. They took some damage.
And the Smida castle was wrecked.
Yeah.
We don't know how they wrecked it. But I think it was because it was an air. They were able to wreck it easier.
And the Sernitas just left.
Yeah. Well, no, I think the Sernitas got wrecked.
Wait, did they?
Yeah, they got wrecked.
Oh yeah, they died.
That castle got wrecked.
Yeah.
And then during this time, the demons ran away. Like 4 great demons is basically what they said. Like all the legionnaires, everything destroyed.
Yep. And the second great demon, well, he ran. He was like, "We're gonna go back to the Demon Empire."
Yeah.
Bale's probably still alive.
We'll regroup.
Yep. They run back. Demon Empire's leveled.
It's just completely razed to the ground. That honestly, that got me worried. It's like, who did that? And it had to be the Sernitas.
Yeah.
If that's my guess, because it couldn't have been the Abyss, because the King and the 7 castles were there, and they kind of made it seem. Oh, a big plot point. The Abyss King ate the Abyss Queen.
Yes.
The Monarch Queen or whatever they call
Yeah.
it. That was like a key point, and I guess her 3, Abyss, one of them, the Abyssal Witch, Evelyn, was dead. And I think of her 2, one of them probably got killed. So it seems like the last one kind of went into the King's power. That's why he has 7 instead of 6. Mm-hmm. And he became stronger. And he's now... So that was a big plot point too that we glossed over. And during this, the Sernitas were... The reason they didn't come out in full force was because they were covering Chi-Hyung. That was like a big plot point they kept talking about. Like Chi-Hyung was in the middle of Sernitas territory to distract the Sernitas from going full power onto the humanity. And it worked. And at the end, the Sernitas castle got destroyed, and they let Chi-Hyung go by safely. They were like, and Chi-Hyung was like, I won this wager. He came back home, and that was the recap of the war. And there was no way we were stopping in the middle of that war.
Nope. No way.
And then we get the results of the war. Take it away, bro.
What's the result?
Bro,
No, I'm kidding.
It's huge.
So
I don't know. You see that? You remember, bro?
Wait, what are you talking about?
The promotion.
Oh, I thought you made it sound like there's something bigger.
That's huge.
What?
He's the only ranked guy besides his brother.
Oh, to go to Master or
to Diamond.
Yeah, Diamond.
Bro, you're failing. What happened?
I'm sorry. I was shocked. I was like, what is he talking about?
That's huge. You don't think it's huge?
Going to Diamond? No, because I thought if he was going to Master, I thought yeah.
But they gave him the qualifications for Master.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. And now, biggest gamer. What happened after the war?
What happened was we got double promotion, baby.
Yes,
they were
sir.
like, you're like, we're gonna make you Diamond, buddy. He was like, cool, I'm a Diamond, and they were just like, and also, we might make you a Master.
Yeah.
And he was like, huh?
And so they made it a big point when talking about Master was that at Diamond rank, you can become Diamond rank, like, it's kind of like the peak of a regular hero. Everybody can't hit Diamond rank.
Yeah.
But once you go to the Master, you need the acknowledgement of multiple gods. So I think it was 6 gods, and they all got together, and they were going over the qualifications for Chi-Woo to become a Master, and they said he should get it, but we're gonna give him some conditions first. And so the conditions are, this is wrong. Hold on, let me be on Timescape. To hell with being a hero. Let's see. The 6 conditions for Chivo to become a master. So once these 6 are complete, it seems like automatically they'll make him a master. He needs to become stronger than now. They kind of said that was like embrace like his heavenly king power that was like seeping out, like kind of.
Oh, stronger than now. That's what you meant. Yeah. Oh, I guess I could see that. Yeah.
Like, because it started seeping out, it's like kind of acclimate to that. Fill all 3 remaining vacancies in the 7 stars, so he needs 3 more. Oh, also a big point after the war, Yunael got her wish.
Yeah, she became a 4-star.
She became the 4th star. It cost 8 blessed luck, and Chiwu blessed her with divine blood. Embrace the darkness, which is
what? Divine blood? They didn't give her core balance?
Oh yeah, they did give her core balance. They gave her core balance. Yeah, sorry. They gave her core balance. Was it core balance?
Yeah, I felt like that was the whole thing with her, where it's like her
body
felt the same because she became a woman.
Yes. And then Embrace the Darkness. Taking the Demon Empire refugees are coming to Shalia for like refuge. So they're basically telling him to embrace them. Number 4, excluding himself, have at least 3 celestial lights under his command. He basically has Emmanuel and Yariel already under him. So that's almost 2 right there. And I don't know who the third one would be off the top of my head. Alice, maybe. Who knows? Number 5, awaken the Fenrir cub. That would make him become a god, right? And number 6 is correct the balance as the backbone of humanity. Mm-hmm. So reach legend status. And he's right now also, he's called the Little Legend.
Yes. So that's pretty much it, because right after that, that's when he finds out the Demon Empire refugees are coming over.
Yeah.
And the last chapter is they're here.
Yeah. It was great 75 chapters. Insane. We definitely shouldn't do 75 chapters again. To hell with me so much.
It's so much at once. We definitely skipped some things.
Yeah, we
a little bit. But we hit all the big points.
It was fire. It honestly felt like it felt like a final boss battle of the novel.
100%. Like when you read that, you're
best arc.
This is insanity in the making, hell on earth.
Yes.
World War.
The odds,
level.
like they made it very clear. Like also, we didn't like go hard enough on the odds or like what would happen if they lost this war. Like
extermination.
If they lost, like complete
extinction.
Literally, bro.
Literally extinction.
Like crazy. So 10 out of 10. It was the best arc by far, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
100%. Before we get to Beyond the Timescape, or actually, do you have anything else going on?
No.
All right. What are we doing? Keyword Immortal?
Yes, I was literally about to say that.
I know you were waiting.
I've been waiting for so long. You know how every time I go on Wish World, I look at it, I'm just like, God.
Yo, we have 81 chapters right now.
Oh,
and Keyword Immortal chapters are long.
They're about to go crazy.
Oh, I'm excited. We're probably going to get through that whole arc.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. That's awesome.
Me too.
Keyword Immortal has 80. Absolute Resonance has 30. Damn Reincarnation has like 23. Let's see what else. 9 star. I can't find 9 star. Well, whatever. We're picking. We're doing Keyboard Immortal next week, guys. So 9 star. Here we are.
Keyboard Immortal, baby.
We already have like 90 chapters for 9 star.
What?
Yeah, bro. It's actually insane. What? I feel like I'm looking at it wrong. No, we have 90 chapters.
That's crazy.
Keyboard first, then probably 9 star?
Yeah.
Alright, nice. And so now we have Beyond. Also, next week, we will do chapters 50 to 100 of Beyond the Timescape.
Yes. So let's just say Beyond the Timescape, goated, urgent.
Yeah. Urgent news, alert.
Yes.
Go read right now. Stop the podcast. You don't even need to hear the rest of this. Just go read it.
Yes.
Go read it.
Usually, we don't really do spoilers here, and it honestly sucks. But I actually don't want to spoil it because you need to just read this on your own. We're going to be here for a while because it only has like 260 chapters.
Yeah.
Which I feel it sucks. That
yeah.
means for 2 years at least, we're going to be reading this novel.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be here for a while.
We're going to be here for a while.
It's going to be a staple.
And we're just going to spoil this for you right now, guys.
We've been tiptoeing around it.
We read ahead a little bit already.
We already finished the 200 chapters. Alright? It was too good. I feel like a book is good when we go past our chapter limits. Because usually for recommendations or reviews, we don't do that. Because we're like, we gotta really stick to the 50 chapters. But no.
This was fire.
This was insane. Like bro, I'm giving this a 10. I'm giving this a 10. How about you?
Yeah, me too.
And that's honestly, I would say on the first. Oh, let me back up a little bit. This novel will have you hooked from chapter, I'd say 1, but if it takes you guys a little more, I say max like chapter 9.
Yeah.
And that's pretty deep because the chapters are long and it gives you a lot of information. I'd say before chapter 9 you're probably hooked, but by then like kind of a mini arc has been completed with
with the world building.
Yeah, the world building and all that, and that's kind of the end of a mini arc, of like kind of the first arc where like he's from our character. How do you say his name? I saw it on Deathblade, the translator. Thank you. He actually put a translation that you can go. It's on chapter 1, and it leads you to Google Translate.
Yeah, I kind of.
You heard it?
Yeah, it's Zhu.
Zhu, like sure, like
Yeah,
something like that. It's tough. I'm sorry, guys. We don't know the names like that. We need to figure out at least his main character's name. But he's ruthless, crazy. He's young. He's 14. 14.
I think most people pronounce it like Zhu King.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I say it in my head.
All right.
And some people say I think it's Zhu King.
Okay. He's ruthless. He's 14. He starts as a regular human. He starts cultivation like a couple chapters in. The cultivation system is very Ergu-like.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Key condensation, foundation establishment, gold core,
Yeah, all that.
nascent soul.
It's
We don't know
simple.
about that.
Yeah, it's simple.
But beautiful.
It's just like the epitome of cruelty in the cultivation world.
Yep.
And it's dark. This
Yeah.
is dark.
And also in these first 50 chapters, in some books you won't get that much in the first 50 chapters. In this, we probably went through like 4 arcs.
Yeah, it felt like we got multitude of different stories that connected
Yeah.
perfectly well. It felt so seamless.
Yeah, and I will add that the end of chapter 50 is like a perfect stopping point.
Yeah, perfect ending.
Like, I think it's actually like chapter 48 is like the end of the first book.
Yeah.
And like up to chapter 50. But like you get so much within those 50 chapters. And like, if you're not sure by chapter 9, like I was saying, give it 50. Because those first 50, it'll be enough to know if you want to read it or
Yeah,
not.
because it'll tell like what you're looking forward to for the rest of the story.
Yeah, for sure. So I would say the first 50 chapters are more than enough. I got it like chapter 9, and I remember chapter 9, I finished reading it and I texted you and I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Like that's when I knew, as soon as I'm reading a recommendation and I stopped to text you about it, I know that's where I got hooked.
Already into it.
Yeah, so chapter 9 was it for me. How deep did you have to go?
I feel like I was only 5 chapters in.
5 chapters?
Yeah, I was hooked by the world building.
Yeah. I will say he has a Deus Ex Machina. I don't know how you guys feel about that. That's a pretty big one, but it's not very huge. I feel like it's a vital part of the story.
But it doesn't have like anything crazy yet.
That's kind of a crazy one. It is crazy.
What?
It is crazy, bro.
It's crazy in like it has a crazy unique quality. But
Yes.
everything else about it is kind of generic.
I think for the world that it's in,
Okay, it is crazy.
it's crazy. But if it was like a different like cultivation world, it wouldn't seem as nuts.
Yeah,
But because of the circumstances of the novel and the world they're living in, and they think they have like these certain issues in this world, it makes it very strong.
Yeah, that's true.
And we still don't know the mysteries of it as of chapter 50. It's really good. It's really good. Like, it's really good. Like, probably after we finish our 200 chapters, like, we can probably, I don't know how we'll talk about it after that, but this is good, bro.
Yeah.
This is good. I'm happy about this. I think this is the first Ergu novel we're talking about on live, on the podcast.
Yeah, because it's the latest one that came out.
We've I read Renegade Immortal. That's Ergu, right?
Yeah, we haven't talked about Will Eternal.
Hey, we haven't talked about A Will Eternal. We both read A Will Eternal. You read the other one with that guy. I forget his name.
I Shall Pierce the Heavens.
Yeah, that one. You finished that one?
No.
Okay, so we both read I Shall Pierce the Heavens, but we both haven't finished it. I read Renegade Immortal. You read like part of it. And I think there's another one that you read.
Yeah, Pursuit of the Truth.
Pursuit of the Truth. I haven't read that at all. But you finished it.
I finished most of it.
What do you mean finished most of it?
Like, I didn't finish it. Like, I kind of, like...
Well, like 100 chapters? Or like, well, how much are we talking here?
I don't remember. But most of it's done.
I don't know what that means. Did you read half of it?
No, I read
75?
I read, like, probably like 70%.
That is, no, you didn't finish it, bro. I'm not giving you that. 70%?
I didn't say I finished it. I just said I read
But most of it is not 70%. I feel like
70% is majority.
But Ergu novels like peak, bro.
Yeah,
like they ascend the whole time. It's not like novels where they're like you hit like halfway and like that's the craziest arc. I feel like the craziest arc is always the next one with Ergu.
I don't know if that was because there's some downtime. I think I stopped at downtime point. I just never went back, picked it up.
Cause I will say like let's say A Will Eternal. I think that one it probably peaked around 80% into the novel.
Actually, Will Eternal was different. I thought Will Eternal was the best one.
I
couldn't stop reading Will Eternal.
I would also say out of the three I've read, not including Beyond the Timescape, so A Will Eternal, Renegade Immortal, and
I Shall Still Have It.
I Shall See the Heavens. A Will Eternal is the best out of those three. But Beyond the Timescape is taking that spot right now. It's taking it from me. And I love the Will Eternal. They are very different though. So I think they both are very good. But yeah, that's Beyond the Timescape chapter 1 to 50. You guys need to read this. You guys need to read this. Tell me what you think. We might leave. You know what I was thinking we should do? After we finish our 200 chapters of these novels, we should leave a review on Wish World.
Yeah, 100%.
Because then people will actually know what we think about it. But that was it for Beyond the Timescape, guys. Mm-hmm. That's episode 36.
Yeah.
Yes.
37.
37. I'm always bad at this. Episode 37 of Light Novels Fiends.
Yes, sir.
Alright, it's been Adamar.
Biggest gamer.
Peace.
So.